What's up guys, I'm Ray.
I'm Zach.
And today we're going over the best settings to use on the brand new GoPro Hero 13. Zach, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Now, I hate to break it to you, but purchasing a GoPro is only half of the equation. If you truly want to capture stunning videos and photos, you need to know the right settings and tricks. I've been using GoPro cameras for over 8 years now, and over that time, I've learned which settings work best in certain situations. Zach has also been using GoPros for a very long time, and that's why today, we're the perfect team to tell you the best settings to use. So Zach, I know you have a lot of experience with GoPro cameras just as I do, so tell me your thoughts on the Hero 13 so far.
Well, I've been pretty impressed with it so far. I had a Hero 12, I had the Hero 11. I like the cameras, so to get a chance to actually work with the 13, very impressive camera so far.
Yeah, I think so too. We're recording on raw audio right now. This entire video is about capturing the best footage and audio too, if you will, and just the raw format here on your Hero 13. I love the camera, so let's dive into the settings. So first things first, let's talk about the best settings overall. If you're filming outdoors on a day just like this, HDR video is a must. This is a feature that's only available on newer GoPro cameras, so if you have an older model like the Hero 9 or something similar, you unfortunately cannot use this. However, HDR adds a lot more depth to your footage, and it makes colors like green and blue pop out a lot more. Having your GoPro at 4K 60 will also capture the best footage. This way you can slow down your clips later on to create a more cinematic feel. Because as I've been saying over the years, slow motion is the easiest way to make something look more cinematic. And no matter what environment you're filming in, outdoors or indoors, even underwater, always have 10-bit color turned on. This is also a feature that's only available on newer GoPro models, but what it does is it makes colors pop out a lot more in your footage, which is always something that you want. Continuing on, always have your sharpness set on high. I cannot stress this enough. Many people overlook the Pro Tune settings on their GoPro, but honestly, this is probably the most important area. Having your sharpness on high will add more depth to your video and give it a cinema type feel. Leave your white balance on auto for sunny days just like this, and set your ISO minimum to 200 and max to 800. Along with that, leave your field of view on linear. Unless you want a very wide angle in your shot, filming in wide is never really a great look. Now, let's talk about indoor footage. For indoor shots, turn off HDR video. This setting won't do you any good if you're not outdoors. Overall, 4K 30 will be the best for indoors. The lower frames per second will help you capture more available light and create a more cinematic feel. Did you know that most Hollywood movies are shot in 24 frames per second? That's because this lower setting just looks good, especially indoors. Set your ISO minimum to 800 and max to 3200 to avoid leaving your shots too dark. I know, GoPros have always struggled with low light video, and that's been incredibly apparent to me here lately, so your settings will only do so much in low light situations, but this should help. Now, let's talk about moving shots, and this is where Zach really comes in handy. Through his experience filming videos just like this, he too has learned which settings work and which ones don't. With movement like this, you need to have your frames per second set at least 60. A low frames per second in this scenario will create a really wonky look, so I'd recommend filming in either 4K 60 or 4K 120. Keep your ISO low. I would have your max at around 800, and your sharpness set on high as well. Oh, and if it's outdoors just like this, don't forget to turn on HDR video. Now for underwater video, probably my specialty with action cameras. This is by far the trickiest environment to navigate settings with, so let me break it down for you. My go-to underwater settings are to film in 4K 60, wide field of view, sharpness on high, white balance set to 5000K but only if you're in the ocean, and HDR turned off. This should give you the best raw footage underwater. Now I do get asked a lot about using filters, however filters are something I never use while filming underwater because I do all of my color correcting while editing. But if you want to make things easier on yourself, a red dye filter in the ocean can enhance your video in shallow water. All of that together should help you create some really awesome underwater videos. Now I know GoPro settings can be really tricky. There's a lot of different options, especially on the new Hero 13. But if you take your time and learn the best settings in certain situations, your videos are gonna turn out amazing. Whether you're you're an amateur or a pro, there's always room for improvement. Working with Zach on this video certainly was helpful. Not only was I able to aid in telling him the best film settings in different situations, but he helped me gain a better understanding of filming moving shots like this and learning new ways to mount my GoPro. And when it comes to action cameras, there's always something new to learn, like I said, so make sure to go check out his video after this one. Well guys, we have successfully gone over the best GoPro settings to use on the brand new GoPro Hero 13. If you want to know more about the best places to mount a GoPro on a car, make sure to go check out Zach's video. Zach, where can the people out there find all of your content?
Well, if they want to find Mini Cooper content, head to www.theminiac.com. Otherwise, if you're looking for Instagram, it's the.miniac. And I typically post every week. There's always something fun to watch. I'm probably one of the best channels you could possibly find that content at.
Probably the best channel. So make sure to go check out his video that we filmed here today and all the rest of the content that he has on there. Until next time, we'll see you guys on the next adventure.